recorded one of the fastest rises in UFC history.
I ain't gonna lie, this hurt my heart.
Fights, and every time I fight,
But
like clockwork, he'll try and put something out like, I beat this guy.
At the time of the interview, Alex Pereira is one of the world's best kickboxers.
ooh,
Alex Pereira is one of the best kickboxers of all time.
Winning belts in multiple promotions and Glory's first ever 2-division champion.
When that guy was gonna fight MMA, I'm like, hold on, baby.
And at the same time, Israel Adesanya is
even
dominating the UFC.
Less than 2 years into his UFC career, Israel Adesanya,
yeah, my boy was cooked when he came in.
he knew and thought he was the best middleweight on planet Earth.
But before Adesanya's rise, Alex beat him. He's actually bested Adesanya twice, but it was in a
One of
different
them
sport,
wasn't
a
cheating though,
controversial
man. One of them
decision,
was cheating though.
and a devastating knockout.
That knockout was legit. It was
Although
legit.
Israel Adesanya has reached the peak in MMA, he still hasn't forgot about his former foe.
And then there's this ultimate bad guy who was just in some fucking bar in Brazil, and then Izzy had to open his mouth.
At the end of the day,
What
no
he
one knows
said?
who the f he is. And he's gonna be that guy when I'm world champion, when I'm a legend. He's gonna be at some pub, talking some shit about, I beat that guy one time.
Aquele vídeo que postaram, né, que é uma entrevista que o Israel Adesanya fez, me motivou muito, né, me senti desafiado.
Foi que eu tava, pô, já perdidão mesmo os dias, né? Bebia todos os dias.
Eu achava que eu nunca ia chegar.
Oh, I ain't know. Hold on, I didn't know that he was drinking every day and he wasn't really doing. Damn, is he? Hell, we was the GOAT until this nigga had a. Izzy brought this man back from the dead.
Crazy power. He's got something weird where he hits guys. They look confused.
The guy just has that look like he's made out of steel.
It's just such a
He do look like he made out of
intimidating
granite or something.
figure.
Oh, yeah.
Pereira, right?
Just
Stone face. I'm going to kill you, is what he's doing.
Look at his
the power
body.
was different. The style was different. It's a weird style. Hands down, weird movement.
Hey, look, man, y'all already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all want me to read any other fighter, let me know in the comments. But, hey, he do look like he made out of granite.
He doesn't throw his combos as fluid as some of these other world-class strikers.
Nah, but
when he
they...
connects.
He was beating up everybody over there, dude. It was the way he was doing it.
See, I ain't know he was this good
I
at
was like, this fucking
kickboxing.
guy's terrifying.
I thought he
In
just beat
2012, he
Izzy.
kicks off his competitive career and starts having success despite the alcohol.
Ooh.
It's safe to say Alex picked up the sport very quickly. He rose the ranks fast and gathered belts in multiple promotions.
Meus principais títulos no kickboxing é campeão brasileiro, campeão pan-americano,
Oh! Oh!
8 vezes campeão do Glória, e nessas 8 lutas eu me tornei o primeiro campeão duplo do Glória.
2-division champion simultaneously.
But before his combat journey
Monster.
began, he would have to conquer something else first.
Pô, nesse tempo eu aprendi também muitas coisas, como beber.
He grew up in the slums, the favelas of Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Damn.
Pô, não tinha uma condição de vida legal.
At just age 12, Pereira drops out of school and starts working to help support his family. He picks up a job at a tire shop.
Hard times create hard men.
Now Alex is a young kid working with adults. Molded by his surroundings, Pereira starts drinking at work with his coworkers.
Foi que eu tava, pô, já perdidão. Eu bebia quase
He
litro por
drank
dia.
almost 1 liter back on the day.
Now,
Damn.
this is why Adesanya's interview cuts so deep.
Poxaria, você faz o trampo ali, o cara fica contente, você faz um trampo legal. Bom, cara. Eu deixei uma paga lá pra você, entendeu? Eu aprendi a trabalhar, ser um cara bacana e tal. Eu aprendi também a beber.
Then finally, some hope.
Damn.
Teve uma vez, aí
Then the one
eu
time
falei
I
assim,
thought
pô,
was what was saying
o
me, you know.
esporte é o que vai me salvar, né?
Alex starts training kickboxing to help combat the alcohol. He's beating tough competition even while he's still drinking.
Então, eu fui campeão brasileiro, profissional de kickbox, bebendo.
Damn.
But Alex's
He getting
kickboxing
lit,
coach
knocking
soon
niggas out.
realized that the alcohol was hindering Alex's training and his performances. He introduces Pereira to his indigenous background.
Mas assim, não foi tipo, comecei a lutar, parei de beber. Eu fiquei 4 anos treinando e bebendo.
By immersing himself in his indigenous background, he finally gathers the strength to stop drinking. And he's given a nickname, Poetan, which translates to hands of stone.
Okay, Chama.
And the translation
Chama.
became quite literal.
Todas as lutas que eu ganhei, tudo no primeiro round. Então foi menos de 2 minutos. Todas. Todas? É.
Oh, first round
De
knockout.
nocaute.
Ooh! Ooh!
Alex went on to defend his belt 5 times.
Where the style was different. It's a weird style. Like but super technical, man.
And during that 5-belt defense title reign is when he would come across Israel Adesanya for the first time in kickboxing.
I think he won the first fight.
I felt like I handily won.
Not crazy, but the judges gave it to him.
You can even see in our faces, he thought he lost the fight, but then when his hand got raised, he was surprised, and I was surprised. Really judging.
In the second kickboxing fight,
Damn.
Adesanya had him on skates.
Right.
He was in real trouble.
Adesanya really starts to put it on Alex here and stuns him. But the ref stops the fight and gives Pereira a standing count, which is a rare occurrence in itself. After the standing count, Pereira recovers and knocks Adesanya out. Although up 2-0 on Adesanya, there's controversy in both wins now. And then 3 years later, Adesanya couldn't drop it. All of this built-up vengeance, all stemming from Adesanya's interview.
I didn't know he got a standing
for
count.
Pereira to get back into mixed martial arts. He sort of awakened the beast with those comments.
Pereira starts winning fights in different promotions. KO'd his opponent in LFA with a single punch, a devastating left hook. And that right there was enough to get Dana White's attention.
Like Todd say, I'm moving on to MMA. I signed with the UFC. I'll be fighting on Madison Square Garden.
Look at him. He's ready. He was like, this nigga talk like I'm too drunk to get in. Bro, stop playing me. Adesanya, you had to run your mouth, man.
I hope I got all you guys' support.
And having that motivation to go in there, especially having somebody tell you, that you were going to be in a bar and stuff, knowing that he's had struggles like that in his past, I'd be pissed off too.
Quis passar pro pessoal que isso é possível. Não, assim, que é possível, entendeu?
So as Adesanya becomes a bigger and bigger star in the UFC, a video resurfaces on the internet. The only man to KO Israel Adesanya, Alex Pereira. The video accumulates 15 million views. And Adesanya seemed like an untouchable force at the time, so when this video resurfaced, a lot of UFC fans didn't even know that Adesanya had
I didn't know until it resurfaced. I was hot, I was mad, I almost shedded a tear. But it's okay. It's okay.
Guy that's in MMA now, the last guy to knock him out. His name's Alex Pereira, and he's truly one of the most terrifying human beings alive.
Bad motherfucker.
Oh, he's got fucking freaky power.
So the fact that Pereira starts transitioning to MMA while Adesanya is on this historic rise.
Ele achava que eu nunca ia chegar.
He thought I'd never arrive in.
Cannot overstate how excited I am for the debut of Alex Pereira.
Ah!
Talk about a guy with ridiculous power.
With just a 3-1 record in MMA, Pereira makes his UFC debut.
This is crazy.
With his nemesis watching.
Because you know he's going to shoot well-timed knee, just straight up.
Perhaps the most feared kickboxer on earth.
You know, the clinch and the grab.
Oh my God!
A trocação dele
Knee off the bat. Knee him off the bat was nasty.
Shoot well-timed knee, just straight up.
And he knew the knee was coming. Adesanya called it.
Ele estaria melhor, né? Porque eu acho que a trocação dele pro MMA, ela caiu.
There it is. We talked about this like 2 days ago. Like, yeah, we need something new, especially after you lap the division again.
The truth is, for Pereira, he has a bit of a head start. If he can capitalize on all the hype and the wins over Izzy in the kickboxing, it won't take him long.
Alex wins his next fight by decision and is instantly paired up with a top 5 opponent, Sean Strickland. Pereira and Adesanya end up fighting on the same card at UFC 276 in Vegas.
You've got the guy who beat him twice in kickboxing, Alex Pereira, on the same card as the title fight.
Purely just a ploy by the UFC, putting him against someone who likes to strike, to potentially get him an Izzy shot.
They've been asked more about me this whole fight camp than each other. So you need to focus on the work you're doing, because trust me, he will sleep you if not.
He said he would sleep you if not. Adesanya, no, brother. Listen to Adesanya. Sean, you should have listened, Sean Scully. You should have listened.
He will sleep you if not.
Alex Pereira wearing the Brazilian colors.
My official prediction, Sean Strickland versus Alex Pereira. Guys, I'm taking Sean Strickland.
A lot of question marks surrounding Alex in this fight.
Your style sucks.
Strickland ate his words.
Style, so catch that left hand, nigga.
Knocking out Sean Strickland, only the second man to do so.
Pereira knocks out Strickland, solidifying that he's a true talent in the UFC. And Adesanya outclasses Derek Cannonier in the main event that same night.
Left hand, wow. I like his style though.
And then calls out Alex on the mic.
You know who's next? That Poha. Trust me.
The stage was set. Adesanya versus Pereira 3, but this time for the UFC Middleweight World Championship.
Adesanya versus Pereira
is one of the biggest fights of my life.
It's one of the biggest fights of my life.
You're certainly on the champion's radar right now. Israel was talking about you heading into this fight.
A rivalry that began in 2016, and here we are in 2022 with these guys set to square off again.
And this TikTok generation has 15-second memory, so they forget. All they see is a knockout.
And these ain't big pillow gloves. These are 4-ounce deadly weapons, and I can't wait to drive that through his face.
Adesanya's MMA experience showed, rocking Pereira at the buzzer of the first round.
Yeah.
This was only Alex's 8th
I ain't gonna
MMA
lie, I thought he had it.
Israel Adesanya's 25th MMA fight. He was outpointing Pereira for the whole fight.
What championship medal, though, from Adesanya after a tough round 2 to take control of this fight in rounds 3 and 4.
One of his trainers, I don't know who it was like, "You're losing this fucking fight. You need to knock him out in this round."
Down 3 rounds to 1.
Yeah, he had to. Only got that way.
Pô, eu falei agora. Não tem outra, tem que ir pra cima.
Adesanya should have just ran. He should have ran. I know people say don't run, try to fight until they know. Run, you win it on the scorecards. Run, nigga.
It was do or die, and Pereira went for it.
I think they called that early too, though, man. Let him fall, bro.
He wasn't going to be denied.
You have to move forward. You have to throw punches and bunches. You have to throw combinations.
Pereira stuns Adesanya in the 5th round, putting him against the fence and finishing the fight. And the Cinderella story was complete.
Yeah.
Pereira had finished Adesanya in the 5th round when Adesanya was up.
And for Pereira, I mean, that was what a Cinderella story.
It was like straight out of a movie.
Yeah,
it's fucking the game they play.
Incredibly quick rise to the title. In your 5th fight ever in MMA, you are now the undisputed middleweight champion.
Well, Alex, you have a new accessory in amazing time in terms of your UFC career.
Poatan had achieved his goal of chasing Adesanya and becoming champion, but this was just the start of his legacy. It was one of the fastest rises we've ever seen in the UFC.
Minha carreira dentro do UFC foi muito rápido assim.
And Pereira's UFC stock went through the roof and instantly became a favorite amongst UFC fans.
I mean, it's another great story for him, but it's not over. This is still war. I earned the rematch because of the work I've done. You only go here because of the work I've done, off the work on my back. So I'm like, nah, I earned the right to do this, so I'm gonna whoop his ass.
Yo, he said like, oh, I don't think he's gonna want to immediate rematch. I'm like, fuck, he doesn't know me. Yeah, I will fight you until I beat you.
Now, given that Adesanya basically ran through the middleweight division twice, he was granted an instant rematch.
Yeah, for sure. Had to give my goat a rematch
in Miami.
Biggest
well, not my
grudge matches of the year. Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya.
2.
Minha mensagem pro Israel, ele está bem preparado.
He's very prepared because I will be.
Com certeza, isso vai mexer com a cabeça dele. Foram 3 lutas, 2 nocautes.
This is now time for my story. He knows he's gonna go through the fire when he fights me every single time.
Now it became do or die for Adesanya.
I've put this pressure on myself, my actions and my words, rising to the occasion.
He's a very confident person, but do you think that deep down, like you never forget that?
My thing is,
now keep in mind, this guy couldn't even speak English, and yet he's still one of the UFC's biggest stars. You don't see that very often.
Miami, Florida. This was a big one right here, boy.
Poatan really seemed to control the pace in the first round, landing leg kick after leg kick.
All these strikes, man. Such high-level kickboxing technique. You're right, John. Just, I mean, so much confidence.
Kick up the middle. Oh, almost got hit with the head kick.
Nah, this fight was bonkers, bro.
Alex puts Adesanya against the fence again.
I thought it was over with, but I ain't gonna lie.
And it seems like Pereira has Adesanya right where he wants him.
Over right here, man. My boy here with
But it's actually the opposite.
Stunned him. Sleep him. I'm talking about sleep him.
Pereira insisted he'd come back stronger.
Como que esse cara vai vir depois? Galera, eu prometo pra vocês, eu vou vir firme e forte. Claro, teve essa última luta, onde eu tentei fazer a primeira defesa. Isso faz parte, né, da minha história. Mas definitivamente,
it was bad.
Now, Alex
it was a bad
is an absolute massive middleweight. In order to compete in the middleweight division in the UFC,
Alex Pereira was made a
at
grin,
185 pounds or less.
Because on the scale, he doesn't look super sucked in. Like, doesn't look like he just got done cutting 20 pounds. But that motherfucker is so massive.
Did you see the size of the fella?
Like, why is nobody mentioning that?
So after Alex
the size of the
weight,
fellow,
his typical fight weight would be around 230 pounds.
What?
The man was just an absolute giant for the weight class. So Alex decided to move up to light heavyweight and challenge no one other than Jan Blachowicz.
Jan Blachowicz, Alex Pereira. Holy sh!
The same man that Adesanya attempted to secure double champ status, but failed to do so.
He does his best work on his feet. Go ask Luke Rockhold. Right? I mean, he does his best with Polish power. That's a real thing.
You know, going up 20 pounds to try to become double champ, that's tough. That's like a shitty weight class to want to be double champ in, unless you're Alex Pereira.
Meio pesado, eu me sinto muito melhor do que no peso médio.
And now Pereira is going after one of the only men in the UFC to beat Adesanya at the time.
Eu mostrei para todo mundo que eu estava no lugar certo, fazendo o que eu mais gosto, né? Que é lutar.
Blachowicz versus Pereira, guys. Is there a greater fight you could think of?
And to even add to the hype,
Khabib,
the UFC
Conor.
made it clear that the winner of this bout was going to
Conor.
challenge for the light heavyweight belt.
Jose
You
Aldo.
beat a world champion, you fight for the world championship. They're both going to be in there with an
Oh my
opportunity
God.
to beat a world champion.
So this became a title eliminator fight very quickly.
Tô aí com essa nova oportunidade de estar disputando aí, chegando próximo já desse título também no meio pesado.
Jan's gonna get him down.
He's gonna get him
And I
down.
don't think he's getting up.
Jan Blachowicz can grapple. Blachowicz is very high level on the feet. He's got this wild thing that he'll do. He'll go shin to shin with you. He'll kick your fucking shins. He's the only guy that I ever see that consistently does that.
But we're talking about Alex Pereira here. He's one of the most decorated strikers in the history of all combat.
Bomb.
Then he goes up to 205 and he beats up Jan Blachowicz.
Jan controlled Pereira with his wrestling for almost 8 minutes of the fight. But while on the feet, Pereira was landing the cleaner and more damaging strikes. It was an extremely close fight. He beats Blachowicz by decision.
Yeah.
Now with just 10 MMA fights,
Damn,
Pereira is
he-
attempting to become a
that's
two-division champion in the UFC. He would face Yuri Prohaska for the light heavyweight belt. Yuri Prohaska was a very unorthodox fighter who adapted the samurai and
Hold on, boy.
warrior mentality and psychology for fighting.
Hold on.
Here is the true martial
That nigga-
artist,
that nigga
Yuri
fighting trees?
Prohaska. He really is just
Yeah.
like a samurai warrior.
That dude's an odd
Yeah.
duck. He's strange. He's
Yeah.
very different.
Jury's
This nigga hitting
Prohaska.
trees. This nigga's crazy.
Because I feel like this guy's going to be a huge problem.
Yuri was another fighter to have an extremely rapid rise. In just 3 fights in the UFC, he was already champion and about to defend his title against Pereira. And he actually beat Alex's coach, Glover Teixeira. So this fit perfectly into the story of Pereira becoming champion.
And then he decides to avenge
That's crazy.
Glover and fight Yuri Prohaska. They got a great storyline.
Now, if Poatan was able to pull this off and become a 2-division UFC champion in just 11 MMA fights,
That's crazy.
it instantly solidifies Pereira as a legend.
After I won the UFC title, I injured my shoulder.
He had sustained the worst shoulder injury that they had ever seen.
This is a tough one to come back to.
Prohaska has vacated the UFC light heavyweight title due to injury.
UFC 295 is from Madison Square Garden, and Alex Pereira will face the former champion Yuri Prohaska.
Winner takes the light heavyweight belt.
Eu vejo muitas brechas nesse estilo dele, onde eu vou ganhar do Gide, ganhar cinturão e reinar nessa categoria.
Just stone
face. Like, I'm going
It was
to.
one of the greatest stare downs ever.
As soon as the fight starts, Alex immediately starts attacking that lead leg. He puts Yuri on wobbly legs almost instantly. But Yuri had his moments as well. Yuri came out much more aggressive in round 2 and landed a few good strikes through his awkward movement.
Mas como eu estava preparado para isso, eu tinha uma surpresa para ele e vocês viram.
Oh! Dropped him.
And Poatan becomes a 2-division champion in the
Poatan.
UFC in just 11 MMA fights.
What he's done in 11 MMA fights is fucking just remarkable.
The fact that he was able to do this coming off of a professional
That boy was
kickboxing
built
career is
for it.
also
That nigga
extremely
different.
rare.
He has 2 of the 3 highest grossing pay-per-views as a headliner in Madison Square Garden history. He's only got about 6-7 UFC fights. He's beaten 4 champions.
And was already looking at the next guy in line. Now Pereira gets on the mic after capturing his 2nd UFC belt
There's a guy that made some interview.
and actually gives Adesanya credit for pulling him out of the dark.
Say that I was going to be a guy that just stay in a bar, so that motivated me, and he rescued me from a bar to be here today.
Hey Adesanya,
Calls out Adesanya to come to light heavyweight. Now this is right after Adesanya dropped the bout to Strickland, and Adesanya made claims he wouldn't be back until 2027.
I ain't watched UFC since him and Conor left. I'm like, yeah, I ain't.
So Peloton tries to draw him out, but it didn't really matter at the time because there was another man who was first in line.
Now, Jamal Hill is here. Jamal Hill, who was the UFC light heavyweight champion, and he was injured.
Todo mundo viu que quando eu fui campeão, meio pesado, o Jamal tava ali.
You're matching with Alex. You like that?
I love it.
Jamal was a former light heavyweight champion, and he never actually lost the belt. He vacated due to injury. And with the biggest event in UFC history coming up, UFC 300, this fight became absolutely massive the minute it was announced.
The big news finally came. UFC 300, it has a main event. It is Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill.
The greatest card ever assembled in the history of combat sport.
The timing was just perfect.
So interested in Jamal Hill and Pereira.
Pereira has had nearly a dozen fights. He has never been the favorite.
Jamal's a one-punch knockout striker at light heavyweight for sure. People underestimate him for some strange reason, and I don't understand it.
And now he was Pereira's problem.
Quando eu cheguei, muitas pessoas criticaram, falaram, pô, não vai vingar, não vai chegar.
Yeah, he took it over, bro. Ain't like he got one of the quickest rides, one of the most biggest rides.
Then the popularity.
He has become one of the most popular fighters in the world.
And for some reason, a lot of the public still question Pereira against Jamal.
Jamal Hill's fucking dangerous. Watch the fight with Glover. Yeah, watch the fight with Glover.
I watched it the other day.
Glover was kind of
Jamal was another man to beat Alex's coach, just as Yuri did. Beat him up bad, too. And here you can see Pereira eyeballing Jamal the minute he beats his coach.
Alex is going to be so confident because of all his kickboxing and everything else that with these little gloves, I think Jamal's going to surprise him. He's going to fucking sharpshoot.
Headlining UFC 300 with all the buzz and all the energy around it.
The champion that's returning for the belt that he never lost.
Show me somebody that did something to him standing up. Because I'm not finding it.
I'm not
finding it.
Will King is back and there will be blood.
Interesting choice of water bottle right there. Can you speak a little bit more about it?
You know, just getting acquainted with the visual that I plan on seeing on Saturday night.
So why going against Jamal Hill?
That was hard, though. That was hard. I ain't gonna lie. That was hard.
Never lost the belt. Would for the first time ever, Pereira be the favorite?
And ultimately try to succeed where his teacher did not.
Nesse momento aqui, quando eu estiver entrando no octógono, quando estiver tocando a minha música, ele vai lembrar desse momento.
After the UFC puts up one of the best cards ever and it actually lives up to the hype, the main event was over just as it was getting started. Pereira presses forward immediately. Jamal throws a kick and hits Alex in the cup.
And they stopped that. He said, hold on.
Something really strange.
Come here. No, hold on. You move, Herb Dean. You move. Bum. Sleep him.
Alex puts his hand up and stops the ref and continues fighting immediately. And the first punch after that sequence, boom, history.
The thing about Pereira, though, is he's ultra high level. Like, people just think about only his power, but when you see his movement and the sneaky shit he does,
top 7 all time.
Shit, man.
He is Thanos. Literally just collecting fucking stones. Infinity stones.
Dude, he's got 2 world titles and 11 fights.
In 2 years.
11 total fights, but only 7 in the UFC.
That's
the fastest rise to a double champion in UFC history. Even beating 7 in the UFC.
Conor had 10
rise
fights.
to a double champion in UFC.
Stop playing with Conor, bro. Y'all go stop sleeping on Conor, bro.
History.
Okay.
Even beating the UFC's biggest star ever, Conor.
Did you ever imagine when you started your UFC journey that you'd be a 2-division world champion?
He had done what so many had failed to do.
He actually could piece it all together. Not very many kickboxers transitioned and could.
Who the f*** has ever won 2 world titles quicker than that guy?
He is violent, he is scary. Alex Pereira is the first fighter to become a champion in both the middleweight and light heavyweight divisions.
Really felt like this guy was going to come in and revolutionize the sport, and he's really done that.
In the first few years of my career, I not even pictured that I could make a living with fighting. If I could even support myself just with fighting. But I have great people around me that motivated, that boost me.
Although Adesanya cut really deep in that interview with Pereira, he ultimately lifted Pereira out of the darkness.
Yeah, out of the slums.
Shout out
to my guy
fact,
for helping y'all guys.
And now they are both solidified as some of the best to ever do it in the UFC.
Who y'all got, though? Y'all got Adesanya or Pereira? Who y'all got?
And for Peloton, it's just the beginning of his MMA career. The sky's the limit.
Yeah, it's a fact, bro. Who y'all got, though? Y'all got him or Adesanya? Of course, his fans gonna say him. Adesanya fans gonna say Adesanya. I'm biased. I'm probably gonna say Adesanya. But look, man, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what y'all think, bro. And I'm gonna show you next video, man. I want to see more UFC reactions. So let me know in the comments who I should react to next. And I got y'all, bro. No bad.